Common car mistakes that ruin your engine. You're probably guilty. Introduction. The engine, the heart of your car. In the complex structure of a car, the engine undoubtedly occupies a core position, deservedly known as the heart of the vehicle. This heart continuously outputs power, allowing the car to gallop on the road. It directly determines the car's power, fuel efficiency, stability, and environmental friendliness, serving as the key to the car's normal operation. Once the engine malfunctions, the car loses its power source and cannot run properly. With maintenance costs often being exorbitant, however, in daily car use, many owners inadvertently make mistakes that gradually erode the engine's health and may even lead to severe damage. Next, let's delve into these common yet easily overlooked car-damaging behaviors and see if you're guilty of any. A comprehensive list of common mistakes. Engine oil misuse. Engine oil, known as the blood of the engine, plays an indispensable role in its normal operation. It not only forms a lubricating film between the engine's components to reduce friction and wear, but also performs multiple functions such as cleaning, cooling, sealing, and buffering. Nevertheless, many owners have numerous misunderstandings when it comes to using engine oil. Some owners believe that as long as the oil isn't completely depleted, it's fine. When oil is insufficient, it cannot fully cover all engine components, just as insufficient blood in the human body affects organ function. The engine's parts will suffer accelerated wear without adequate lubrication. In older vehicles with greater component wear, oil consumption may be faster. Failing to check and top up the oil in a timely manner can easily lead to serious faults like engine cylinder scuffing. Others neglect oil changes for extended periods, thinking that sufficient oil quantity is all that matters. In reality, under the engine's high temperature and high pressure operating conditions, oil gradually oxidizes and deteriorates, significantly reducing its lubricating performance and the effectiveness of its additives. Deteriorated oil is like spoiled food. It cannot provide proper protection for the engine and may even produce sludge and other impurities that clog the oil filter and oil passages, further exacerbating engine wear. Choosing the correct oil grade is also crucial. Engines of different models have specific requirements for oil viscosity and grade. Using mismatched oil such as high-viscosity oil in an engine that requires low-viscosity oil will increase the engine's operating resistance, leading to higher fuel consumption, reduced power, and inadequate lubrication. Neglecting the cooling system. Engines generate a great deal of heat during operation. If this heat isn't dissipated promptly, the performance of components will be severely affected. Just like an overheating machine, the car's cooling system, analogous to the human body's heat dissipation system, mainly consists of a water pump, radiator, coolant, thermostat, and other parts that work together to keep the engine running within an optimal temperature range. When the water pump fails, coolant cannot circulate normally, similar to a human circulatory system malfunction, causing the engine's heat to accumulate rapidly and leading to overheating. A radiator clogged with dust and debris will have drastically reduced heat dissipation efficiency, as heat cannot be effectively released into the air, also triggering engine overheating. Insufficient or deteriorated coolant is another common issue. Insufficient coolant fails to absorb heat adequately, while deteriorated coolant loses its cooling and anti-corrosion properties. Engine overheating inflicts severe damage on components. High temperatures cause metal parts to expand, altering the precision clearances between tightly fitted components, which may result in piston seizure in the cylinder wall or poor valve sealing. The cylinder head gasket is prone to burnout under high temperatures, causing engine air and water leaks that seriously affect normal operation. Prolonged overheating also accelerates oil aging and deterioration, further worsening engine wear. Intake system problems. Engines cannot operate without air. The intake system acts as the engine's respiratory system, and the air filter is its mask, filtering dust, impurities, and other particles from the air to supply clean air to the engine when the air filter is dirty or clogged. The volume of air entering the engine decreases significantly, much like a person breathing through a blocked mask, struggling for air. Without sufficient air, the engine cannot fully mix and combust fuel, resulting in incomplete combustion. Incomplete combustion not only reduces engine power and acceleration but also increases fuel consumption and waste. Meanwhile, unburned fuel forms carbon deposits inside the engine, adhering to the cylinder walls, pistons, valves, and other components. Carbon deposits hinder the normal operation of these parts, causing engine shaking, unstable idling, and even difficulty starting. Excessive carbon deposits also accelerate component wear, shortening the engine's service life. Poor fuel choice. Fuel is the engine's food, and its quality directly impacts the engine's health. Some owners choose to refuel at unregulated gas stations to save money, where fuel quality is often unguaranteed and may contain excessive impurities and moisture. Impurities accumulate in the fuel system over time, clogging fuel injectors, fuel pump filters, and fuel filters. Clogged fuel injectors cause uneven fuel injection, affecting combustion efficiency, reducing power, and increasing fuel consumption. A clogged fuel pump filter increases the pump's working pressure, shortens its service life, and may even cause pump failure. Moisture mixed with fuel lowers fuel calorific value, weakening engine power. It also corrodes metal parts of the fuel system, causing rust and corrosion. Long-term use of low-quality fuel leads to excessive carbon deposits and gum inside the engine, further impairing performance. In severe cases, this may result in engine failure requiring major repairs. Bad driving habits. Certain bad driving habits also damage the engine. Frequent hard acceleration forces the engine into sudden high-intensity operation, requiring it to output massive power in a short time, which instantly increases the engine's load. Over time, internal components bear excessive pressure and impact, accelerating wear. During hard braking, the engine speed drops abruptly, and the vehicle's kinetic energy is instantly converted into heat, transferring to the engine and braking system, burdening the engine and damaging the brakes. Prolonged high-speed driving is also harmful. At high speeds, component operation accelerates, increasing friction and wear. Additionally, high speeds generate more heat, raising the risk of engine overheating. Some owners leave the engine idling for long periods with the air conditioner on while waiting. At low idle speeds, fuel combustion is incomplete, easily forming carbon deposits that adhere to internal engine parts, impair performance, and may cause failures with long-term accumulation. The prevalence and hazards of these mistakes. Real-life case studies. In daily life, cases of engine damage caused by these mistakes are common. A friend of mine, Zhao Li, fell victim to engine oil misuse. Thinking his new car didn't need oil changes as long as the level was sufficient, he delayed maintenance. While driving on the highway, the vehicle suddenly made abnormal noises and lost power. Inspection at a repair shop revealed severe internal component wear caused by long overdue oil changes that rendered the oil degraded and ineffective. The repair cost him a fortune and disrupted his schedule, leaving him regretful. Numerous similar cases exist online. 10.